Good morning, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you are all doing great today. So, got some new crazy information, and I'm going to be getting ready. So, as people pop on, I'm going to talk about what I'm using, and then we're going to get into the shocking new evidence. If you've been following my lives, hey, if you've been following my lives, you, thanks for all the hearts. You should know what I've been talking about with the evidence and everything like that. And but I'm going to tell you this real fast, just so we can, since I'm going to be getting ready while I'm talking to y'all. During the winter, I like to add skin therapist and must do. I do must do and then skin therapist because my skin gets really dry before I do my makeup. Okay, obviously that's not the shocking news. I just wanted to preface with that because I'm going to be getting ready. So we're going to get everything done at one time. Okay, so this is our primer. Alright, so who knows who Hugh Hefner is? Anybody? Hugh Hefner? I think everybody knows who he is. You wanna dive into that? I'll tell you, I was shocked. I know it seems like that it shouldn't be shocking, but I was shocked. Well, these days, every day, all day. Yes, he's a playboy man. Okay, well, come to find out, he died, a week or two ago. They have not ruled his death a natural causes. It is being investigated as a murder. What? Why would that be? Why would that be? I can't keep looking at myself without foundation on. Okay, so I'm going to just take my Blenderful sponge. Why would somebody murder a 91-year-old man, right? Well, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Honestly, when he died, I thought something was up. Because, people die all the time. But, with all of this going on, but I never looked into it. I'm just going to tell you how I honestly thought. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago. When I heard about it, I was like, wow, it's kind of weird that he died just like on the cusp of all of these crazy things happening in, Hollywood and in politics and everything like that. But I'm like, I sound crazy already to most people. So, let me not just dive off the deep end on that one. They still are investigating his body. Well, I guess they buried him, but they are still investigating everything. So, here's the thing. The weeks leading up to Hugh Hefner's death, he had the police. Y'all share this. And if this is your first time watching, press 1. If you've watched me before, press 2. If it's a replay, type replay in so I can thank you for coming. And y'all share this because so many people are just, they don't know this stuff is going on. And even if you don't believe it, you're going to believe it very soon. Very soon. Stuff's already going down. Okay, so the weeks leading up to Hugh's death, he was talking to the CIA and FBI and Los Angeles Police Department for weeks. Every day. They were at the mansion. Every single day. He was healthy. He was fine. They were getting a lot of crazy information from him. And this is where the shocking stuff is going to start happening. I don't know if y'all remember. I do not remember this. Although, not like I'm a Playboy subscriber. But I don't remember them. But it happened. They shot nude pictures of Denise Richards. She was only 10 years old. And her mom signed off on it and everything. And I thought that... How anybody approved that, I have no idea. But anyway, it leads up into this. So they are doing it. They were investigating it, and you know, Hugh being 91 years old, I think he just said, "I'm done. I'm gonna just tell y'all everything." Apparently, he's had ties to the CIA for many years, many decades. Okay, and what, you know, they had a case on him back in 2009 when a girl came out and said that she had allegedly been raped by Hugh Hefner, and she was only 5 years old. They couldn't, there was just not enough evidence, and they kept on, but then this August, that's when the case reopened, and that's when they started looking into all this. And Hugh being 91, I'm really thinking that he just said, what else am I going to do at this point? You know, so he said he's going to turn state's evidence. He's done some sick things, but they gave him the option to turn state's evidence. And so the weeks leading up to his death, the CIA, FBI, and the Los Angeles Police Department were getting all of this information from him, and he was given names, like big names, Hollywood names, politicians, huge names. And, you know, all so he could get immunity, which he's 91, you know. So, you know, he was 91. But they went, the next day is whenever he was supposed to be, like, signing all the stuff off and everything. And the night before or the morning, I don't know, is when he was suspiciously found dead. And that's why they're not ruling it natural causes, because it was very suspicious. You know, there was many people around him before, and it makes no sense. I'm going to go into some of the details if you don't want to hear these, or I'm not going to say anything like harsh, but I mean, I just wouldn't, like, I don't have the kids in here or anything. So if you are around kids, I would watch this later. But I'm going to give y'all some in-depth information, not just me blasting off the top of my mouth. I mean, yes, I have evidence, but because my phone's not working in my switcher view to where I can show you the evidence on one side and me on the other side. I think it's because the Wi-Fi is just too slow. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and talk to y'all about some of the evidence, which is shocking. So apparently, all the way back to 1941 is when they built this huge movie studio. It originally was supposed to be for the Air National Defense. It was, you know, well, it was pre-Cold War, because that was World War I. But what they were using it as, I think they had a lot of different things they thought they would use it as. It's called Lookout Mountain Laboratory. You can look it up. You can see the Google images of it. You can see the plans of it and everything. It's like 100,000 square foot. The only self-contained movie studio there is. Like I said, originally I don't think it was going to be a movie studio. But there's sound stages, editing rooms, you know, underground parking, bomb shelters. Bomb shelters? Bomb shelters? That makes sense. Okay. So then once, you know, all the nuclear stuff was going on during the Cold War and everything like that, there was different things going on, and, you know, this is crazy. So the movies that were being filmed there had people, huge names. Marilyn Monroe, Jimmy Stewart, Bing Crosby, was it Nixon? One of the presidents. Oh, it must have been Reagan, because he was the only actor, right? I didn't write that one down. There was a few more. I didn't write them all down. Huge names of Hollywood. They all had top secret security clearances to do this. What? God, it's like we've been lied to this whole time. And there is evidence of all of this stuff. There are documents that they've been unsealed. The documents are there. It's not like just fake random PowerPoints that I'm getting this stuff from. This is actual information. Holy crap, blowing my mind. So what they did was, these people, you know, all these famous people, they worked alongside all the military people that were working there. Also, they shot military films. They didn't go, I didn't see any detail of what the military films were about. And I'm not going to speculate because I don't know. So, but then around 1953, I believe, I can't even read my own writing here. If you've heard of Operation Paperclip, have y'all heard of that? Operation Paperclip? Operation Paperclip, was when the war was done and everything, or it was coming to an end, we wanted those smart scientists that were Nazis, because they knew what the crap they were doing. We did. And so in order to get them, I don't know what we did to get them, but they didn't want to stay in Germany or whatever. And so they came to the United States for asylum, actually, because we wanted them, because they're very intelligent. They, you know, they were the ones, they were getting everything done with the nuclear stuff. They were way ahead of us in so many things. And they weren't so much about politics. They wanted them as their science, their brains, you know. So they kind of used that place as kind of a housing location for them. And thanks. They used all those Nazis they brought over for that. I mean, this place is crazy. And so here's another thing. If you have been watching my videos, and I talked about QAnon, QAnon from the 4chan post, y'all need to look this up. This is like huge, and mainstream media is not speaking of it. And if they are, they're just trying to like get out of it. But on 4chan post, QAnon, anon meaning anonymous, on his chats, he's posting every day. We're not sure if it's Donald Trump or if it's one of his NSA guys. We know he has some high level of clearance because the things that he is saying are happening like the next day. But this is what I'm getting at. A lot of the posts since Q started posting, I think, October 29th. It was follow the right. They were talking about Alice in Wonderland. And I know this sounds confusing if you've never heard my videos before, but you need to go back and watch some of them. I know Facebook has hidden some of them, but if you need them, I think I might have them. But so there's a lot of talk about Alice in Wonderland. There's a lot of talk about Follow the White Rabbit. And that one has stumped a lot of people. People were like, oh, that means, you know, what could this mean? And so there's a whole community of us. We're truthers. We're not conspiracy theorists. We're truthers. And because honestly, conspiracy theorists was made up by the CIA and NSA to discredit people that were coming out and talking the truth. Okay? So anyway, and then White Rabbit. Holy crap. Once Hugh Hefner died, and then it all started falling into place. Everybody kind of started thinking that we were Alice in Wonderland or Snow White. There's a Snow White reference. There's this reference. There's this. And it's like it takes everybody's collective brain to come together to try to figure it out. And then later, once we get them right, Q comes back and he'll like exclamation point them and stuff. It's very crazy, but amazing. Because they're leaving breadcrumbs is what he's calling it. And so, follow the White Rabbit. What is the Playboy signal? Sign. It's a freaking white rabbit. How we didn't get that, I'm not sure. But, you know what else? Because, this is the thing, if you've ever heard of Operation, I don't know if it was Operation, but it was Mockingbird. Was it called Operation Mockingbird or just Mockingbird? The MK Ultra program, Mockingbird, where they do mind control and stuff like that on soldiers and people I mean, this is well documented. This is not like, you might think it's conspiracy because you've never heard of it, but go look it up. Don't look under Snoops, guys. That is the most, don't ever use that site. It is essentially owned by the people that want you to not know anything. Don't use Snoops. Don't use Politico. Okay? Look for reputable stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll help you. Okay. So, if you don't know about sociology, gosh dang it, Dr. whatever his name is, he controlled that little boy before he controlled the little boy, he was controlling that white rabbit. It was operant conditioning, I believe. Dang it. I knew I should have looked that up. But it was operant conditioning. It's the same thing. It has to do with mind control. If you remember back to sociology, that's what they talked about, that white rabbit. And every time he would ring the bell or whatever, the rabbit would have food or whatever. And so the rabbit associated the bell with food. So every time he heard the bell, he'd come out for his food. So they all have double meanings. They all kind of go in together, though. The white rabbit, mind control, all of this. Yeah, think it's crazy? That is fine. Because I want you to research it. I don't want you to just say, oh, it's just crazy. Go research it. This stuff is insane. And for those of you who don't know, I am a military veteran. I did have a top secret security clearance. I don't speak of anything during those years. But this is insane. And it's all coming out, and so I won't look too insane for much longer. Just to let you know, it's gone up to like 2,500 indictments. I think 1,000 of them have been served. A lot of the indictments that have been served are on mid-level to low-level child pedophilia people, not the big names that we're gunning for. John Podesta, Hillary Clinton, all the Clintons, the Bushes, they are part of it. God, there's so many, I can't even think right now. But they all are tied into this Luciferian one world order nonsense. Like, you hear that and you're like, oh my God, that's crazy. Really? How many of y'all believe Las Vegas? How many of y'all believe the actual story of what they're trying to say, that one old man dude shot all those people? If you do, holy crap, you haven't done any research. Holy crap. I'm totally going to get kicked off of Facebook for this. That's all I'm going to say about that. Enjoy your Thanksgiving and get home. Oh. Sheila, I don't know what she said, but I love it. I mean, people are going to be angry. Because, seriously, we've been lied to almost our entire lives. Almost our entire lives. And that's why bits and pieces are coming out. I could come on here and do like an hour, two hour long thing and bring you through the whole entire thing. But I'm not going to do that. Because it's going to freak everybody the crap out. Because I didn't find out everything at once. It's just been years of me kind of questioning things because I've saw things. And I knew things. Not saw, like, I'm not like, I don't see things. You know what I mean? But like, looking at evidence and saying, that doesn't make any sense. And they want you to think that it makes no sense. They want you to be like, those people are crazy. They're crazy. Those conspiracy, can you believe they're trying to tell you this crap? Well, when you have straight up evidence, and WikiLeaks, don't get confused with Wikipedia, WikiLeaks has a 100% accuracy. Never been proven wrong. Go to WikiLeaks. The emails and the nonsense from Hillary to John Podesta to Tony Podesta to spirit cooking blood satanic lady, I don't even want to say her name because I don't know what kind of demons she's got. Marinia Hravonovich, I don't know. She's scary though. That's all I have to say. That's all I'm saying about her. She's scary. So, I mean, but there's documents, all of this, almost all of this stuff is in WikiLeaks, because so many people were so very stupid with their emails and their servers that Julian Assange, which some people think is some kind of traitor, whatever, I think he's amazing, because, yeah, what he's done is kind of crazy, but other than that, nobody would be held accountable. All of the, another freaking person that was very close to the Clintons died last week, or a couple days ago. How many bodies is it going to take for them to take them down? There are, what, 65 people that have been found mysteriously dead around them? And it's not just her. It has nothing to do with just Hillary. I mean, it is the whole, all of these people that are tied to Mossad, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you people have no idea what I'm even talking about. And that's why I say it, and I don't want to really explain it, because I want you to research it. You know, this is all... But here's the thing. I saw a question the other day. I was watching a YouTube video, and it was a really good question. This guy asked a girl... he was doing an interview, and he said, would you rather take this red pill that would make you see everything, or would you want to take this blue pill and have, just live your life in, you know, kind of a wonderland of idiocracy or whatever? And not that the red pill is going to show you only bad things, but it's going to show you everything. And the blue pill is going to keep you dumb. Keep you to think that everything's happy and everybody's taken care of. And she was like, well, I don't want to be completely dumb, but I don't want to see everything. And that was the, I'm not saying it's a perfect answer, but that is the answer of almost every person. We don't want to know everything, but some things we have to know. Some things have been hidden for a very long time. And they're still being hidden. If you don't know, mainstream media is dictated by the CIA. All of this stuff is dictated by one huge entity that says what they can publish and what they cannot publish. And now that we have all of these outlets of YouTube and Vimeo and all of that stuff, hey Em, and all of these entities, they can't be stopped. They're trying to. They're censoring all of us. They're censoring all of us. But if all of us collectively are coming together and outing, I mean, the Rothschilds have been trending like for a week. Soros trending. Nobody's talking about them though. Mainstream media is not saying anything. Oh, helicopter and plane crash over the Rothschild mansion? Oh. Y'all are probably thinking, who the crap are the Rothschilds? Guess what? Who the Rothschilds are? They own all the central banks. They own all the banks. Hello? They're worth like, I don't know, $4 trillion? Some extreme crazy amount of money. But they never make it on the fortune. They don't want to be in the spotlight because they're behind the scenes. All of these crazy things have been hidden from us. And so I understand when people freak out and say, you're crazy. But if you want to live your life, you know, walking blind, that's your deal. But I'm telling you, it's about to come out, and I would rather know bits and pieces from people speaking the truth rather than the mainstream media who's going to sugarcoat it. Because they're not even reporting on it, and it's coming out every day. Yeah, they're talking about the politicians and all this. There's been like 4,000 child pedophiles arrested since Trump has been in office. Nobody's talking about that. Because they want to feed it to you in bite-sized pieces and talk about this dude grabbed a boob or a butt. I'm not excusing his crap, but let's get real. Choose your battles. 30 years ago, you grab the girl's butt as a comedy, and he's a Democrat. I'm just saying, I don't feel that he should lose his Senate seat because he was a comedian. He didn't rape anybody. I think they're taking a little overboard, and what's going to happen is everybody's going to get tired of hearing it, and once the child pedophilia stuff comes out, everybody's going to turn a blind eye, and that's what I'm afraid of, because this is what needs to be exposed. Well, I didn't exactly get ready now, did I? So what y'all doing on Thanksgiving? I have more information. I don't want to kill y'all's Thanksgiving, though. Chelsea, you still on here? What you doing, girl? Cooking it up, drinking some wine. I'm still sick. I don't know why. I need to, like, go outside. I don't know. I'm in Texas. Oh, if y'all, yeah, I didn't even say that. I'm in Texas at my sister-in-law's house, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law's house for Thanksgiving. And I'm getting ready. Does anybody have any questions that, like, they're just straight up confused? Want more info? Am I not seeing comments? I was seeing them. I know this thing gets crazy. But, anybody? Questions? I know you'll probably have, like, 2,000 questions. But, and that's okay. You know what? But that's what research is for. And don't just go by one article. Don't go by one situation. Look and see if it's reputable. You know? CNN, not reputable. I wouldn't even consider Fox News reputable. I would say they're closer to being reputable, but I still don't consider them reputable because they still have to answer to higher people, and the YouTubers and the people like Julian Assange and stuff like that don't have to answer to anybody. They're just giving you the documents. Here you go. And you do with what you want. I mean, it's in plain language. It's not like totally encrypted or anything. Alright guys, well, I guess I will... Oh, if you're still on and you love Limelight, these for free! What? With $200 purchase for free until Monday! And free shipping on all orders. What? Wait, what? Yes, get all your shopping done this weekend. Don't go out in the crowds. Nobody wants to fight all them people. Like, who's got time? You get everybody's stuff with me. Yeah, you do that. But y'all share this. Even if you want to put, oh my gosh, do y'all think this girl is crazy? Just to get the word out. Because a lot of y'all don't share it because y'all are embarrassed to say that y'all actually believe it. Don't be embarrassed. It's freaking truth. It just is. But y'all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna finish getting ready. My nose won't stop running. Bye, guys.